So in this tutorial we're going to look at how we can use the cutoff filter to change the timbre of our sound and be creative with it. So let's just have a listen to the synth pad by itself. Right, that sounds great, but what we're going to do is go into the synthesizer, and you'll notice that I'm using the Retrolog synth at the moment. I click onto the edit instrument and the synthesizer pops up. Now this is the control here, the cutoff filter. And what you'll notice is that it's a dial, and when the dial is open all the way up, it lets all of the frequencies through, so they end up sounding quite bright and quite buzzy. And as I decrease the frequency here, the cutoff, it removes those high frequencies and the sound becomes a bit duller. Let's have a listen to that. Now in club dance music, quite regularly producers and dance musicians use the cutoff filter to sweep across the frequencies to create this kind of effect. Now, if I want to capture that, what I can do is click up here where it says W, and it stands for Write Automation. Now, whatever I do whilst the track is playing, wherever I move this, it will record it. So, there we go. If I take the W off, now when I leave the R on, which stands for Read Automation, you should see that the cutoff filter is remembered everything that I did with it. So, great. What I'm going to do though is show you another way that you can use the cutoff filter. So if you go into here, if you click on your automation lane and you go to you go to More, if you go to Retrolog and you go down to Filter Cutoff, what you can do is you can now plan that yourself. So you could draw it in with the line tool. So you could, for instance, have it going from quite a mellow sound to a quite busy sound. And that kind of thing makes it appear like it's growing. Another thing you could do is you could play with the sine tool, you could use quantize, change here to use quantize, and you could put in some little bits where the sound does some crazy bits. You could choose a smaller quantize value, so maybe a triplet one might be fun. So now you have something you now have a really interesting sound, and the possibilities are limitless. So now go away and be creative with that sound.